Welcome, listeners. Today we're going to focus on English conversation. And remember, English conversation is essential for improving your English skills. This conversation will improve your listening and speaking skills significantly. This video will help you learn common words, useful phrases, and natural expressions that English speakers use every day. I promise that your English level will change significantly after watching this video, and you will learn a lot of practical English. After watching this video, if I ask you the question, do you prefer books or movies? You can easily answer that question and share your opinion confidently. Please comment your answer and opinion about this question after you watch the video to make sure you understand the lesson. Now, let's start the conversation.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well. I was reading a book this morning. Do you like reading books?
Yes, I do. I love books. What book are you reading?
I'm reading a story about friendship. It's very interesting. Do you read every day?
I try to read every day, but sometimes I'm too busy. What about you? Do you prefer books or movies?
That's a good question. I think I prefer books. Books help me use my imagination more. What does imagination mean?
Imagination means thinking about things that are not real, like pictures in your mind. When you read, you create pictures in your head.
Exactly. That's why I love books. But movies are good too. Why do you think some people prefer movies?
Well, movies are easier to watch. You don't need to read. You can see everything with your eyes. Can you repeat that?
You said movies are easier because you can see everything. I understand. Movies show you the story, but books let you imagine the story.
Yes, that's right. Movies are also faster. You can watch a movie in 2 hours, but reading a book takes many days.
That's true. Time is important for many people. But I think books give us more details. What does details?
Details mean small information about something, like describing how a person looks or feels.
What are special effects?
Special effects are things like explosions, magic, or flying. Things that look real but are made with computers.
Oh, I see. Movies can show things that are impossible in real life. That's interesting.
Yes, and movies have actors. Sometimes actors are very good and make us feel the emotions of the story.
What does emotions mean?
Emotions are feelings like happy, sad, angry, or excited.
I understand. Good actors make us feel happy or sad with them. But when I read books, I also feel emotions.
That's true. Books can make us cry or laugh too. Do you have a favorite book?
Yes, I love adventure stories. How do you say adventure in simple words?
Adventure means exciting trips or journeys with danger and fun experiences.
Perfect. I love reading about people who travel to new places and have exciting experiences. What type of movies do you like?
I like comedy movies. Comedy movies are funny and make me laugh. Laughing is good for health.
I agree laughing makes us feel better. Do you ever read comedy books?
Sometimes, but I think comedy is better in movies. I can see the funny faces and hear the funny voices.
That makes sense. Movies use sound and pictures together. Books only use words.
Exactly. But books let me read at my own speed. If I don't understand something, I can read it again slowly.
That's a good point. With movies, everything moves fast. You can't stop to think about every sentence.
Right. And books help me learn new words. When I see a new word, I can look it up in a dictionary.
What does look it up mean?
Look it up means to search for the meaning of a word in a dictionary or on the internet.
Thank you. I learned something new today. Books are good for learning vocabulary.
Yes, and reading books improves your writing skills too. Movies don't help with writing.
I never thought about that. Reading shows us how to use grammar and make good sentences.
Exactly, but movies help us learn pronunciation. We hear how words sound.
What does pronunciation mean?
Pronunciation is how to say words correctly, the right sounds for each word.
I see. So movies help us speak better, and books help us write better.
That's right. Both books and movies have good things. Maybe we don't need to choose just one.
I agree. We can enjoy both. Some stories are better as books, and some are better as movies.
Yes, sometimes I read a book first, then watched the movie. It's interesting to compare them.
What does compare mean?
Compare means to look at two things and see how they are different or similar.
Good explanation. When you compare books and movies of the same story, which do you usually like more?
Usually the book, Books have more time to tell the complete story. Movies must cut some parts.
What does cut some parts mean?
It means to remove or take away some parts of the story to make the movie shorter.
I understand. Movies have time limits, so they can't include everything from the book.
Exactly. That's why book fans sometimes feel disappointed with movies.
What does disappointed mean?
Disappointed means feeling sad because something is not as good as you expected.
I see. People expect the movie to be as good as the book, but sometimes it's not.
Right, but sometimes movies add things that are not in the book, new scenes or characters.
Is that good or bad?
It depends. Sometimes new things make the story better. Sometimes they make it worse.
That's interesting. Do you think books or movies are better for children?
Good question. I think both are important. Books help children learn to read and use their imagination.
Movies?
Movies can teach children about different cultures and places in the world. They can see how other people live.
That's true. Movies show us real places and people from other countries.
Yes, and some movies are educational. They teach about history, science, or nature.
What does educational mean?
Educational means something that teaches you new information or skills.
Thank you. So educational movies help us learn while we have fun.
Exactly, but books also teach us many things. History books, science books, biography books.
What is a biography?
A biography is a book about a real person's life story.
I see. Like books about famous people and their lives.
Yes, biographies can be very inspiring. They show us how people overcome problems.
What does inspiring mean?
Inspiring means something that makes you feel motivated or gives you good ideas.
I understand. Reading about successful people can motivate us to work harder.
Exactly. And what about you? What kind of books inspire you?
I like stories about people who never give up. They keep trying even when things are difficult.
Those are great stories. They teach us to be strong and patient.
Yes, what about movies? Do movies inspire you too?
Sometimes I like movies about friendship and helping others. They make me want to be a better person.
That's wonderful. Both books and movies can teach us important life lessons.
I agree. They both have the power to change how we think and feel.
So, after our conversation, do you still prefer books or movies?
I think I like both equally now. They both have special advantages. What about you?
I still love books a little more, but I appreciate movies too. They both make life more interesting.
That's a great answer. I think the most important thing is to enjoy stories, whether they are in books or movies.
I completely agree. Stories help us learn, dream, and understand the world better.
Yes, and they bring people together. We can talk about our favorite books and movies with friends.
That's true. Like we are doing right now. Sharing opinions about books and movies is fun.
Exactly, and it helps us practice English too.
You're right. This conversation helped me learn many new words and phrases.
Me too. I hope our listeners learned something new today as well.
I'm sure they did. Thank you for this great conversation about books and movies.
Thank you too. It was really enjoyable to share ideas with you.
Here's a helpful learning tip. When you want to improve your English, try both reading books and watching movies in English. Start with simple books and movies with subtitles. This will help you learn new words and hear correct pronunciation at the same time. Now, I want you to answer the question we discussed today. Do you prefer books or movies? Think about the reasons we talked about and share your opinion in the comments below. This will help you practice expressing your thoughts in English and make sure you understood today's lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English conversations for beginners, and watch our next episode where we'll discuss another interesting topic to help you improve your English skills. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.